Uh, God. Hold on. I don't know if you heard that, but hold on. Okay, so there's going to be a little inconvenience as of talking because I stupidly made pizza, so you're going to hear me eat. So if you find that disgusting or, annoying or whatever, you know, wait until tomorrow. It was a lot crunchier yesterday. Oh, God, I am hitting. Okay. As I said before, this laptop is not bad, but if you jingle it, there's something wrong with it. I don't know, something wrong with the monitor itself. But if you hit it and you jiggle the jigginess of the monitor, it will freeze. And I just won't stop hitting the desk, and it hits the laptop by transition property. Transitive. I don't know. Anyway, a few things have happened. Oh God, I have like a cut. I have a cut and kind of I don't want to jinx it, but I have a cut, and my pizza sauce is burning my inside of my mouth. Anyway, a few things have happened. One, yesterday I told you that my thingy, the mic stand was coming up, and yesterday I was able to get it. Turns out it came up a day early, so we went over there. I looked at it, and I knew just by looking at it that the mic clip, which is there's a mic stand, there's a tripod that holds it. There's the pole that allows you to extend the clip, and the clip itself holds the microphone. And I knew just by looking at the clip that it was probably too small for a microphone. So, but I thought maybe the clip can be messed with, because you can make the stand bigger or smaller. It's like maybe the clip can be bigger or smaller as well. So I thought, if anything, we might as well just try. So we did. Well, my father took me, and then we came back, and I found out, nope, you can't. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to take it back now. So the original plan was to take it back yesterday because the store closes at 10, and it was like 6, 7 when I got it. Anyway. And then I called John, who finally answered this time, because I guess what happened for 4 days, his father was angry at him, so he shut off his phone and his internet. Which, to be honest, that's a pretty good punishment nowadays, because what else would you do? Actually, for me, not that big of a punishment, because I wasn't talking to anyone anyway, and I have a lot of things on my laptop that I can do that I don't need the internet for, so it doesn't really matter. What? And I would have read a book, and I could still listen to music because I save my music. So doesn't really care. Anyway, but I cared for him because he can't do anything without it. Because he's a teenager. He's 19. Anyway. So for 4 days he couldn't do anything until I guess he paid it himself or something. I'm not entirely sure. But Actually, no, he doesn't have a job yet, so he couldn't. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, don't know how that happened. But anyway, eventually came back on. He calls me, and he was upset that I still haven't watched the new episodes of Legend of Korra. So I was at my last limit. I was like, fine, I'll find it illegally online. I'll download it illegally. And to be honest, I was really close to doing it. And then I found a website, and which allowed you to watch it. It was like, kind of like YouTube, which I guess technically that's illegal, but it's a lot less crime-wise illegally as torrenting, which, let me say, I didn't do. So anyway, I'm almost done with the pizza. So if you're annoyed by my eating, I'm almost done. I have like a bite left. Anyway, so I found it. I watched the 2 episodes that I've missed. It was great. I really like what they're doing with Legend of Korra. But I don't think 13 episodes is enough, because like they have. I just saw the 8th episode today, but I'm talking about yesterday though. But I saw the 8th episode today because it came out on Friday. It took a day for it to upload, and there's 5 more episodes left. I don't know if that's enough for just this. Okay, I'm done eating, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. I was quite hungry though, so if you needed a reason, I was really hungry. Anyway, so I watched it. I really, really like it. 5 episodes is enough for me. They're not putting it on the television anymore. It's going to be uploaded onto Nickelodeon.com, so you have to watch it out there, which I guess really isn't that bad. But when I looked as a resort, because I didn't record the episodes off on my DVR, since it wasn't on my DVR, I couldn't find them anywhere, and it wasn't on Nickelodeon. Like, the new episodes weren't there. So that's why I was nearly forced to do it illegally. But thankfully I didn't. Thank you, Jesus. Anyway. And then today I watched the 8th episode. And now I'm going to have to watch the other episodes as well online. And then, oh my God, something funny happened as well. I don't remember if this was yet. Oh, here, we'll find out. Oh, yeah, it was today when I read it. I got a note on DeviantArt by somebody who I stopped talking to, because she found out my real name, and I didn't, it's like, I was getting bored. I was getting bored in general, but finding out my real name was the last straw. Sorry. So I was like, fine, whatever. So I left, and she sent me a note after like a month or 2. I forget when. I can find out right now for you. It was I think it was a Thursday, if I remember correctly, but I don't know what date it was. I think it was the 16th, something like that. So a month and 10 days ish. I'll find out in a few moments. But anyway, she sent me a note going like, why aren't you talking to me? Please tell me what's wrong. I don't know what's going on. Why? Like, I've tried calling you, because she has my phone number and all that, but you're just not there anymore. And it was just, I guess this makes me look like a horrible person, but it was really funny. I was laughing my butt off. I was like, what are you, okay. 16th. Yep, 16th of last month. Wow, I can't believe I remember that. Let's find out what, it was a Friday. Did I say Friday? We'll find out. Go look back. Find out if that's... No, wait, no, hold on. Oh, it was a Monday. Sorry, I looked at the 6th for some reason, not the 16th. 16th was a Monday. Wouldn't have been really? Oh no, I said Thursday. I think I said Thursday. But anyway, wouldn't have been really cool if I said Monday and I got everything right just because I. There's a few times, once in a while, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, when is that gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be next month, on the 20th, like on the whatever, like on the 15th." And I'm like, "That's a Thursday." And then they look and it's like, "Oh my God, how'd you know that?" And I was like, and I'll play it cool, like, because I could look ahead, and but like it's just me guessing. I mean, there's actually a way to figure it out. There's an equation, I think, but I don't know. Anyway, actually, this reminds me of a guy who said he is a guy who has perfect recollection. I forget what it's called. There's a medical term to it. I'll look it up. Perfect recollection. It's called hyperthymesia, and it's a condition process of possessing an extremely detailed autobiographical memory. There's only a few of them. There's only a few cases. But it's it's been used quite a bit, like in movies and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. I really like the idea of being able to remember everything, but it's kind of obsessive to begin with because it's all about you. It's all about your memory. So, anyway, there was a guy, and it was a show because I like the idea of hyperthymesia, if that's what's pronounced. Anyway, and I looked it up on YouTube, and there was a thing like hyperthymesia. Okay, I need to figure out if I'm saying hyperthymesia. Yeah, hyperthymesia. Like hyperthymesia is so cool, and it's a YouTube video, and it's like hyperthymesia factor. Like, what's the catch? What's the deal? And then they're like going to people who have it. I think there's a person, a celebrity who has it. I forget who. It's a girl. And then they went to some random guy, and he's like, yeah. And it was like some guy from the Bronx. He was tanner than most, meaning he's black. And it was like, yeah, I've had it. And I don't tell people from where I live that I had it because they would have thought me weird and I would have been beat up. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's true. And then he's like, I remember the day that I got it. It was June something. It was hot. The sun was out. Oh yeah, he had a thing about weather. It was like you can remember the weather, and he was like, give me any date of what year, and I'll tell you what happened. And they're like, 1989, June 5th, and it's like June 5th, 1989. It was hot out. It was like really stupid. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. Anyway, okay. So we went back because back to the whole mic stand thing. We went back to the store to take it back, and I was telling myself if I could find a bigger clip, because like the microphone stand is in two parts. It's the stand itself with the tripod, and then there's the clip that actually holds the microphone. I said, if I can find a bigger clip that can hold my microphone, I'll buy it and then just put it on the other one. So then the stand will be able to hold my microphone. So I went in there, I got the thing tagged, the stand tagged, so people won't make me buy it again. And then I went over to where I got it the last time, which was all the microphones and all that stuff. And then I saw one, but there was like none of them there. None of them would be able to fit my microphone. Apparently my microphone's fat. So that sucks. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll take it back. So I went to the return things, and I was like, yeah, here you go. And they're like, what's wrong with it? I was like, oh, my microphone won't fit. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, no, it's okay, it happens. And then she was like, I need your ID. And I'm like, I don't have an ID. It's like you need an ID to return things. And I was about to say, well, I didn't have an ID when I ordered the thing. And then the guy asked me for an ID to get the product from the store, why, I don't see why I would need another ID. Like I have the product, and here's the receipt. It's in my name. It's in like my email and all that stuff. And but obviously I didn't say that. It's like, oh, okay. I guess I was like, sorry. So then I have this $16 thing because it was $4.99, $15 plus tax, so $16. I had $16 things that I can't use, and I was really upset. So I mean, I wasn't really upset. I was just like, oh man, that sucks. So I left, went to go get my father, who took me there, and I was like, let's go. It's like, oh, did you get it back? I'm like, no, I can't return it. You need an ID. And he's like, let me go up there. And then I was like, I can't. If you do, I'm not gonna stand there, but yell at this person. So he's like, okay, fine, just give me the thing. And then I let him have it, and then I left the store. I walked to the car, and then he called out my name, Ted. I was like, oh, what? And he was like, Jason, I need you to get the my ID out of the car. So then I did, and I gave him his wallet, and then he said, thanks, Ryan. I was like, sure. And then he left, and then I found out that since I used his rewards card because he's my father, I could. It's still in his name, so he could take it back if he wanted to. So then we did, and then I got back my 1606, which was a $10, a $5, a $1, a penny, and a nickel, and then we left, and that was it. And then I came back. I'm a little upset, not gonna lie, that I can't have a microphone stand, but I guess I'm not too. I guess it's not that bad. Like, there's only two things. The reason why I'm kind of upset why I didn't have a microphone stand. First of all, it allows me to move the microphone up or down depending on where I need it, and because every single time it's like a little, like I have to put everything back in place. If I'm having it in the microphone stand, I just slide it in. It's already at a space. And I just need to put the microphone stand. Also, the pop filter could be put on to the microphone stand itself, so everything would be in its place all the time. And even if it isn't in its place, the microphone stand would hold everything, so I can move everything at once and not have to take off the microphone, take off the pop filter, put off the microphone, move the book, because I'm using a book to hold this up. It's standing up because it's a hardcover, and I just put it at the top, which I guess is kind of ingenious, but yeah. And now today, I taped because it's like a 9-foot, 10-foot cord, this microphone, because it's used for karaoke. Because people, tend to walk away and all that stuff. Anyway, I taped it down on a rod so it can't move. So now it's like I have only about 2 feet, I guess. Oops, sorry. I have about 2 feet worth of things, and if I have to, I'll take off the duct tape. It's not that hard. So now it's I guess manageable. And also, the second thing that's really was bothering me is the fact that I have to put the pop filter on the drawer of my desk, and which is not supposed to, because I have to put it off. I take it off, and I'm feeling like eventually I'm gonna break the thing. So that sucks. So, can you hear that? I'm gonna listen to that. I just wanted to hear it. And Father suggested that I look at another site to see if they have another thing. But I told him my microphone's apparently fat. Nothing's gonna hold it. And then I was thinking that perhaps I could just get a better microphone. Hold on. Okay. Hello, everybody. Sorry. I'm going to have to leave right now. So, I don't know if if I'm actually going to be able to upload this on the 26th, Saturday. So, because my father's about to leave to take my sister to work, and my mother was like, well, if you're going to get your food, because I have money now, I can get my food. Well, I mean, only once. I'm only going to do it once. You can get your food now. And then I was like, I don't know, I just ate a little bit because I had that pizza, if you remember. But then maybe I was like, oh, well, if I get it now, I can save it for a little bit later. And so that's what I'm probably gonna do. So I'm gonna leave now, but I'm not gonna be able to finish this. And probably my sister will take the laptop. So a lot of things are not heading my way, but I'm still gonna save this, so I can just work on it later. I apologize. So this might be a longer video thing, a little bit, like up to 30. So okay, I'm leaving now. Wish me luck. Now I'm hungry again. Actually, no. I just had it for comic relief. I'm actually not that hungry. I have to save it for later. Okay, now I'm leaving. Hold on for like 30 seconds. Oh god, that was a lot longer than 30 seconds. I'll have to edit. I think I'm gonna edit that out because it's a little embarrassing. I mean, like, 30 seconds is funny. A minute and 40 is a little embarrassing. I had to get water. I got the food, and I thought I was gonna save it. I mean, it's 2:13 now. We left at like 1:20. Apparently, it took me about 40 minutes. Sorry, I had to close the door. Anyway, now you're gonna hear me eat more. You excited about that? I got food, Chinese food. I haven't had Chinese food in a long time. Well, fast food Chinese food. I haven't had that in a long time. I gotta say, it is. Oh God, it is really good. Like, God, it's good. Like, it's just it's probably I don't know why. Is it the MSG that makes it taste so good, or whatever? I'm shaking up the water because because it's a powdered beverage thing.
A flavor enhancer, Mr. Turner.
So now you're gonna hear me eat chow mein. So give me a second. Oh God. It is just so good. And not a lot of people like the one that I like. It's like, I mean, you know what it is. If you've ever had Chinese food, you know what it is. It's fast food, Chinese food, on a grand scale. Not koala. My dog's at the door. Hold on. I'm really sorry about this. Anyway, so God, why do I need to talk? I don't know. Well, I didn't finish last time. Like I got up to like 20 minutes, and I usually do about 28 to 30 sometimes. So I felt like I needed to do something a little more. God, it's good. It's just so good. I'm like, I'm not a fast food junkie, but I don't. Thing is, we're poor. Well, not poor, but like moderately poor, because we have five. Well, yeah, they have four children. Well, my parents have four children, and we live in an apartment. And apartments are actually kind of expensive because you have to pay every single month. With houses, you have a set payment, and sometimes apartments can reach up to like $1,200 a month, and that's expensive. Anyway, it's not like we never have fast food. We have fast food like. Well, it's weird because we don't have it for a long time, and then we have once, then we have to have it once, but then because we don't have any food, and then we get it like too much, like once a week for like a couple weeks. We try not to do it, and we didn't do it for like a long time, for like a year. So it's weird, but we're only able to get the dollar menu, for a lot of things. So we have the same thing, yeah, for fast food all the time. So having something different is just heavenly for me. Like I feel like how do you explain it? Like I feel like like a Mexican kid having American food for the first time. Well, USA, the United States food, because America, a lot of people don't seem to. Well, they realize it, but they don't seem to realize it as they're talking. Is America is Canada, the United States, and Mexico, and all the other countries below that. The entire continent of North America and South America. South America. So, technically, Mexican food is American food because they're in America. You know? So, yeah, it's so weird, yeah. Like, America itself, the word America is, actually really broad. And which I guess wouldn't be like the same thing for African, because Egypt is in Africa, but you don't think about that. You think of Egypt as an entirely different place, but it isn't. At least I do. Like, for the longest time, I had to think of Egypt as African. Though I knew they were tanner. Like, not to be racist and all that, but I knew they were tan. But I didn't. Like, the world is a lot smaller than what it really seems. I mean, it's big, but it's just a lot less in it than you're led to believe. Like, the first 12 years of your life until you get to, like, high school, and they start teaching you, like, well, this is America. America, home of the free. Yeah, right. You've been in America, Brazil? I could totally be wrong. But what I do know is, like, just South America and North America. And so, yeah. Anyway. Other than that, though. What I'm about to do after this is, work on, rendering the video, which I just made it 10 more minutes longer. Not done with my food. I'm not going to eat the entire thing on here, though I wouldn't mind it, but rendering takes quite a while. Well, actually, rendering for me doesn't take quite a while because I'm not rendering video, because rendering basically is taking every frame that you have and putting it into a video. When you have a video, there's 23 to whatever, because you can specify the amount of frames that you want in the video. Normally you put it to 30 or 24, but you have every single frame needs to be rendered, and the more color, the more clear it is, the larger the photo, the longer it takes. So when I do it and I have one picture that's not that cool looking or whatever, for like about a minute out of the entire 20 whatever, it doesn't take that long, because they're rendering black the entire time. So like those people who do gaming, game rendering, or like I'm talking about YouTube, of course. When they take the video for gaming, they have to take the video for gaming. They have to take the audio for the gaming as well. They have to take the audio for them, and if they're doing webcam, they also have to do the webcam video, and they have to put everything put together. And there's just a lot of stuff. And sometimes those people could do for like, most of them do about 15. But when it's an entire gaming channel, sometimes they go up to 40 minutes. And it's like, I don't even want to know how long that would take. I just learned today when I was reading an article. Not that I read a lot of articles, but it was just there. And I was like, okay, cool. For an animation company, would take about 500 million hours of rendering, I think, but they have so many computers doing the same thing that it takes about a week to render the entire thing. But that's still a long time, because a lot of people just wait about an hour. So an entire an entire movie to take about a week is cool, because if you do every single frame, and if it's an animation, it's a huge thing, because they compress the there's a lot of detail, alright? So yeah. Anyway, I don't want to be wasting your time, so I guess I'll be leaving now. I'm trying to get this one more chicken piece. Sorry, I'm a little boring right now. That's because I'm eating. Alright, I'm gonna, after this, as I'm rendering, I'm gonna call John, see what he's up to, talk about the new show that we watched. Try to get him to play Go with me, because I'm not, the what's-her-face girl didn't want to play anymore. and then after that, after I'm done rendering and I'm uploading the thing itself, I'm going to start writing the script. Well, finishing the script. I'm going to keep going. And then, I don't know if I'm going to finish it, to be honest, but when I do finish it, I'll send it to Javen and see what he thinks about it, so. Alright, see you guys later.